guys.
Hey.
Hey sisters, how are you guys? Just loading. How are you guys doing?
Did you that you finished your water?
I saw it. I saw it. I was like, wow, did she just finish my whole beverage?
Before we continue, can we first intro ourselves?
Yes.
Nuru.
Okay, so my name is Nuru. I'm Neema's sister. Yeah, I've known her since I was born.
Yeah, and you're in the previous episode.
Yes, I was in the previous episode.
No, actually, no, the second one. My bad. The second one.
It's the previous one.
No, the previous one is the third one. This is
I was in the second episode.
Yeah.
Yes. If I look familiar. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Well, sorry guys, I was loading. Hi guys. My name is Brenda Walove. Cousin to these beautiful girls. Hey, you guys are looking at me with adoring eyes.
Oh my God.
Stop. But yeah, my name is Brenda, cousin to these guys. I don't know how else to introduce myself, honestly.
No, I think that's good.
Is that enough?
That's enough.
Do you need more?
Nah, I feel like you. That's enough. That's a good summary.
Yes.
I think let's begin with you guys. We this is episode 4, and so we've had previous episodes, but I know that the one by now when we're shooting the one that has aired is episode 1. So I wanted to find out what you guys thought. What your takeaway was from episode 1. And episode 1 was me, Wambo, and Kenya. Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, I really, really loved it because, I mean, I've seen you guys' friendship blossom like since I was born also. But for me, what one boy said really stuck out about being intentional and you guys reaching a place where the thing that brought you guys together was eliminated and you had to make a conscious decision. Okay, are we still checking up on each other? Are we still being friends? You know what I mean? So for me, that was it. Like, when what brought you together disappears, if it was school, if it was whatever, like, I think the true test of friendship is, am I still gonna call and be like, hey, how are you? Where are you? Are you alive? You know? Yeah.
Check up on your friends.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, mine was Kenya's for sure. First of all, she just cracked me up so many times. But for my takeaway from her was when she talked about authenticity, or rather being able to articulate within your circle of friendships what you're feeling. So don't hold back and don't hesitate to tell the people around you what you feel, because you're afraid or scared that they'll look at you as some type of way. But express it and tell them, this is how I feel, this is what I'm thinking, I'm feeling sad because of ABCD. So that for me is what stood out, because it's something even now in my adulthood I'm trying to learn how to do, and just not be afraid of my emotions, not be afraid to express my emotions. So that stood out for me. Okay. Yeah. What stood out for you?
What stood out for me?
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird that because I was in the episode, but it's okay. I can respond. But I think for me it was a reminder that there's need to be intentional still in friendships. And for me, immediately, when I was having that episode, I remembered a friend that I felt that I've not been intentional with, and I now need to be more intentional. But I think it was also testament to just see that, oh my gosh, we were intentional, and here's the evidence. So I'm just glad that we could grow that friendship with Mambo and Kenya. So I think that was my review.
A childhood friendship.
I know.
Friendship.
Maybe I don't think those things should be taken for granted.
No.
Like when you've been with someone through all the stages of your life, and you still find a way to have a friendship that matters, not just a surface level type friendship, but like you actually build. It's important.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. So back to us. Back to us. So I think I don't think everyone knows the relationship between you. Okay, we say cousin, but I think before we go deep into the whole sisterhood, I think we begin with where it began, and I think where it began was me and Brenda. But I was gonna ask you. How did we grow our friendship just growing up, because we've been friends like literally we're almost brought up together, like our mothers tell stories of how they'd go to Taita and then they'd be carrying both of us, they've pangad our food as we're playing, even before then Sas came. Sas was with us because we're all age mates actually. All 3 of us were being taken care of, and just stories and stuff. But how did we begin?
I don't know. I don't think we planned it.
Of course,
because obviously we were. I think we just meshed because one, we're in the same age group.
That's true.
And then we were brought up in a sense together, and we spend a lot of time together. For me, it's because first off, I'm an only child. Do not do that to your children.
Oh my God, I sense some bitterness.
So because of that, obviously I'd want to be around other people my age. I want to interact, and you are the closest person. So of course we just grew from that. And then we clicked, and
I know.
We just grew.
I think we had such an amazing connection. And I think the funny thing is that our goodbyes were always drama.
Emotional.
Wow. May think that's why I left my emotional side right there. Like
That's why you
that's why I
Wait,
left it.
what do you mean you left it?
No, as in that's where like that thing of being comfortable just crying because somebody's going.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I left it there. So,
but
but
so emotional. It's true.
Yeah, we'd always just end up just then struggling with the goodbye. Me, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my only age mate, my only no shit, no.
It's like you're not even in existence.
You guys,
she didn't even know you.
You guys, I live in another house. It's alright.
And so I think I remember feeling just sad in those moments.
Yeah, me too. Also, because I mean, I'm going back home to no siblings, and that wasn't fun. So.
I get you. But then eventually, Nuru came through. But still, when Nuru came through, I had to give her time to.
Wait, when we were spending time together, was Nuru was born?
Nuru was born.
Okay,
I was born. I was on the sidelines.
I'm acting like we're so much older.
I mean, it's just 7 to 6. It's 7 to 6 years.
It's 5 years.
Mine is 7.
Yeah.
So you were there. We just not.
So I definitely remember you guys together and watching you guys' friendship. Like from the days for you guys used to sing this song for money. What if I was a rich girl? You guys loved that song.
No, it wasn't. It was
I'm so rich. I'm so rich. That was these guys played that song over and over.
And it's not.
And over
rich.
again.
No, it was spiritually rich.
Yeah, it was
really? It was a gospel song.
Hallelujah. I mean, it hits you up. Well, it hit me after. I mean, I thought I was just singing.
You are claiming.
I was claiming wealth.
I definitely remember seeing that dynamic, and you guys even using code language, so I wouldn't hear your conversations about boys and the goat and the cow did what.
It's because you are a snitch.
Yeah, it's true. I was a snitch. I was a snitch.
Is it a war situation?
It's a war. Now who am I snitching
now? Tell on yourself. Yeah, it's true.
But then, when Nuru finally became, close, when she became a teenager, by 13, then the most interesting dynamic happened.
13
or 12.
Easy.
13.
Maybe clearing high school. Cindy Brenda.
15. That's when we started.
So 15, 16, 17.
Prom. No, for you guys it started. We started in prom.
Yeah, when I was 16, literally. That's 16. When we started getting kids.
Yeah. But you guys you started before, no?
No,
that was just slight. That was just no.
Imagine our true thing came in
2016.
Oh, the real friendship.
Yeah.
After that, we were siblings.
Yeah, we just
I'm tolerating you.
I mean, I just love you as a family member, not as a friend.
Oh my God.
But then we got, that point.
So ours happened at 16.
Yeah, when I was 16.
Yes. And for me, honestly, guys, that was the most unexpected connection ever. I did not see it coming.
Really?
I did not even anticipate it. There was no way. I didn't think you guys were going to connect the way you did.
Yeah.
And I was put to the back of this sisterhood.
You were feeling left out.
I was
like a sheep by yourself.
Not even a sheep, a fox. Don't even come near. Okay. Yeah, as in just like an animal that shouldn't. Okay, that made sense. Yeah, so I remember just thinking, oh my gosh, how come I've been left out? But I do remember I had a season where I was extra. Like you guys just didn't feel like you could relate to who I was, or what was it?
I think for me, I was in a space where like I was growing up. I was finally getting out of this child phase. And then some of the things, I think you had gotten so used to seeing me as a small you know what I mean? It was hard for you to accept that I was growing up. And so there are some things I felt I couldn't share with you. And then now it's like the tables kind of turned, because now it's like, now you became the snitch like with my life. So I stopped. It's kind of, now it kind of meant like, I didn't tell you some things that I would tell Brenda. I think that's what happened. That's what made it.
And I think that connection was so evident. And so because I could see that, but I think even just articulating, I didn't even have the
it goes back to that thing Kenya was saying. But it was back in the day.
But still, they could have. I don't know if even I had the maturity to express.
And then if you would have even taken and received it that way. Would have been like, why is she being dramatic?
I know,
but
true. Exactly. So I remember that, and I think you guys really, for me who was watching, I think you guys had a tight bond. I always felt that Brenda then has Nuru's back. Does that make sense? Even if I don't know a lot, at least Brenda is at the forefront. Like, she knows what's happening.
At least there's someone who knows
exactly
what's going on in my life.
Yes. So then I was like, okay, fine. Brenda is fine. But then still being in a space where I'm always then I'm talking with you all, and I'm in that space, then I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes. Or the things that you guys don't address when I'm there. And so,
but I think that's what it is, like when you're having friendships, if you're in a group of friendships, there will always be like I'm not sure how to express it, but basically you have different dynamics within the friendship, and you have to find your footing within that friendship. So of course phases like those would have to happen.
True.
And there'll be awkward moments where you're bonding with certain people, but then you're not bonding with, but you're still part of the same group. So I think it's just an important thing to mention. It doesn't mean, like, now imagine if that happened and then you just pulled back entirely.
It's true.
It would have brought such a weird situation.
That's true. It doesn't mean there's something wrong.
It's just trying to figure out the different dynamics of the friendship you're in.
I
agree.
But I think what me I'd say I wish we did was be able to express that's what was happening. Like, I wish we had the maturity to sit down and be like, yo, I'm feeling salty.
What's going on here?
Why you guys over here having your own secrets?
What's going on here?
Not like in a bad way. You do have
and even
to
just the maturity in the response to be like, listen, for this, like, I just don't feel comfortable saying this or whatnot, or you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's like someone is not caught off guard, and then we're all like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And truly there's nothing, you know.
It's true. It's true. What is it like now in adulthood?
What do you mean?
Like, how is our connection now?
Well, it's definitely better.
It's matured. I think that's what's happened. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna feel salty. Like just a good example. Like today, you're talking about something, like you are catching up on something. I'm like, hey, who's that? Me, I've not been caught up, you know. But it's not like I'll be like, I wasn't caught up. What happened? You know what I mean?
To understand that there will be a connection between the two of you, there's a connection between the two of us. Basically, the dynamic is different. So you don't get to catch a feeling over it. So there are seasons when, you know, I'll need you more than I'll need you, and vice versa.
That's true.
You know, so it just...
I have to also admit, that's the hardest lesson to learn. It is the most painful and hardest lesson to learn, because it doesn't eliminate your feelings of feeling left out.
And which are valid.
Which are really valid, and it doesn't eliminate even just the pain of like, oh my gosh, I thought I was, but I wasn't. I'm not.
It's true.
Guess what you're going through is what I went through with you too.
What?
We've all gone through each other.
But that's the thing, and I think that's what's important, because this happens in friendships. So I mean, you have to just understand that it is what it is, and it's not in a negative way. It's like you have to. We're supposed to be.
But still,
you have to find a way to move past that, because that's not the defining moment of what your friendship is. You know, it's just understand that there are seasons. And
I also wanted to get, this is a bit off topic, from not so off topic, but what are you guys' opinion of culture? I think we're getting a space in adulthood where we are like, I wish we were more involved in cultures in our family. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like now this afternoon we're about to do a slight
chicken biryani.
Oh yes,
we're about to explore making. But is that even a tighter meal, you guys?
It's
just Costarian.
Yeah, but I wanted your opinion.
Hey,
but what do you is in coast?
Tata is in the coast. Coast province.
Guys, just let coast people have their coast title.
Why are you removing Tata?
Because you want us to be alone.
Sorry. Okay, so we're making chicken biryani. So,
yes. So I wanted to tap into what culture looks like for us in our adulthood, and what that has meant. Looking back, you know, as a child, you didn't think certain things were important, but why are they important now?
Wow. Oh, clearly I'm the one starting.
I mean, you're in a chapter.
I think for me, growing up, it was really interesting because we were raised with cross-cultural whatever parents, so Taita and Kamba, and so a part of what that meant is we didn't get to truly learn each specific, you know what I mean, language, because it wasn't one language being spoken or that would have been spoken, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So I never really felt connected to my culture in that way. And then now, being married, my husband and I are raising kids that are now 4 tribes, because he also
First of all,
comes.
she just said husband, like fam. That's who you raise
You know,
fam.
you just dropped.
Yeah, like I just like
I gotta drop it. I gotta drop it.
She's married.
She's married.
Guys. Look at this gem. Married. Hey.
But
and it's not
so-
even half a year. It's 2 years.
I know,
in December.
almost 2 years. I can't believe December, like next
it's
month.
2 years in next month.
Lord, like I never knew. I'd
With
ever
2 kids.
With 2 kids.
With
Yo.
2 kids.
Anyways,
I'm sure
so
you touched on this.
I think-
The other one. You touched on this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open a chapter there. Just let it slide. Yeah.
So he's also from, his mom is Luo and his dad is Kikuyu. So now for our kids, it's like, what are we? You know what I mean? In some sense,
What
I
do you
think.
teach them? What language do you teach
Right.
them to?
Tunamsengenya na nini? No,
Pick one.
but
I feel like you shouldn't teach them Kiswahili.
yeah.
So that now you can sing it.
No, but now we've had to, because it's embarrassing when on the road someone is telling Kiansasa and he's like,
Huh?
yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he started learning. So the pros and cons, I think there are pros and cons
Yeah.
of like the situation I find myself in culturally. One, my kids are never gonna be able to be tribalist towards anyone else. Like, as who?
True.
You don't even, you're 4
True.
in
What
one,
is
you're a
even-
Kenyan, like
Yeah.
keep quiet. So that gives me hope, because I know that issues like tribalism and stuff, really, we just need to let a certain generation die out nicely. No offense.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It won't be an issue, because more and more is gonna happen, the cross cultural marriages.
Yeah.
The cons of it is that lack of identity
Yeah.
that sort of comes, where I think there was a point where, especially even going to an IG high school and all of this, you're groomed to go to university abroad. And then you go abroad, you stay there, it's all about Western culture, social media, everything. And now I'm reaching a space where I'm like, okay, who am I truly? I don't know Taita, I don't know Kamba, I don't know any of those things.
But does knowing the tribe like make you feel like you belong?
I think it's a start.
With it?
I think it's a start for me personally.
Okay.
Like, especially in doing music, I think it's the first time I've even tried to like not sing English in one of my songs.
Shameless plug, guys.
6th December,
Yes.
no, it will be out.
Yes,
Yeah.
By the time.
Yeah, but this is to tell them,
Yeah.
go listen.
Go listen.
Link in
YouTube,
bio.
They know
Nuru.
she
Yeah.
they know. Did we even say what she does?
Oh no!
You see
his
I'm
video.
We're
Can you
digressing.
plug
We're
yourself?
digressing.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
Nuru official YouTube. Nuru official. The
Okay.
song is called Amua.
Yes.
Amua
So
Uyona.
so stuff like that, being intentional about getting in touch with that side. I think that's what it means to me right now in this space.
Yeah.
Because then there's like a lack of identity. Who you are is just who you are. I'm not gonna find my identity on IG with Kim Kardashian and no.
So, but
That's
can
true.
I ask a question? So, if you learn, for example, if you decided to go on the journey and you learn one of your languages, does that bring some sort of it grounds you to feel like this is part of your culture?
I think a little bit, because
Why is it so
language
deep
is really
for you?
powerful, because when you speak a certain language, that means you're using it to express yourself every day. You know what I mean? That means I'm singing when I'm saying it. I'm expressing my love to someone when I say it. When I'm in anger, I say it. You know how sometimes you translate things and it's not the same after you've translated.
Yeah,
you know what I
You
mean?
lose its meaning.
Like English is just not our home. It's not.
Straight up. That's a
It's
fact.
not. It came
How
by
about
ship.
Came on a ship.
How about you,
It came by
Walove?
ship.
What does culture mean to you?
Honestly, I've just now, as in the space I'm in now, is when I'm starting to realize that there's actually a lot that's been lacking in time. Because just what she said, like I also don't know my father tongue. I do know.
But then let's give her props for mother tongue.
Yeah.
Let's give you props for mother
There's some
tongue.
people who would like to say that my Kikuyu is not the best, but I try.
No,
yeah.
but she even knows more tighter than us. Let's put that out there.
Hey!
She does.
The words specifically.
Oh,
just
it's
words.
not like I can form a
But
sentence.
you can say a whole prayer. But they will
I
insert
can.
that video.
What?
We'll
Yes.
insert that video. Remember that
Yeah,
video where
that-
she was teaching
Oh,
us
when
how
she was
to
cooking the ugali.
Yeah, she was teaching us how to pray.
Yeah, which
inside
you
that.
forgot. What was the point of the lesson, guys? Food in Taita. And it goes like so. Abamlungu.
Abamlungu.
Rasmi vindo hivi.
Hey, kudrasmi vindo hivi.
Tikavinya vidifuane.
Hey,
We can learn at the
guys,
end.
we did
Blooper.
the Kaunga song. That was
That was
Yo,
there's also that video
that's
will be
true.
there also.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the kaunga.
Kaunga
Edition. So you are speaking.
Yeah.
That's digressing.
No, so yeah, for me, culture has never been that serious of an issue until now, recently.
Even me.
In the world now that I'm in, I'm like, wait, why don't I know any of the language, or rather my dad's language? I'd love to identify with that side of my culture. So it's only important for me now also when I think about the next step of life, where you want to integrate different families. So what will I bring to the table from that side of the family if I don't know what's going on there? So I want to find that out just for the purpose of, I think it's just what you've said actually. In a sense, you find some kind of identity. So I would like to bring that onto the table for the next chapter. And also for my kids.
Exactly.
I'd love to be able to
to
teach my
something.
child. Yeah, I'd love to be able to teach them that. So I'm sad that it's not something I was raised knowing. I wish I knew more Taita and I interacted more with the Taita culture. Because I think it's a beautiful culture.
I know.
Okay.
Do you know how many times I sit and fanto like I'm fluent?
Yeah,
with me.
Oh my god, me too. I can't even speak one word and throw it in.
You guys will be like, yes,
fluent.
it's a sentence. It's a whole freaking sentence.
Can I just confess, even that prayer I know, in my mind, sometimes I break it. I'm like, it's not really a prayer. That's the language. And that's what I'm speaking. I think that's what this is. It's like that's trying to find identity from the people that you feel you identify.
You know what was the trigger for me? The trigger for me was now this space we're in where Black Americans are looking for their true culture and their culture. And I'm like, is Beyonce really going to embrace us before I embrace myself?
And it's sad. That's what happens in the Western world when they say it's okay.
Next thing you know, she's fluent in Igbo.
And you're here, you don't. And it's a possibility for her. Meanwhile, we're here and we're not taking the strides to identify with them.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. No offense to beehives don't come from
Hey, they're coming for you.
beehives.
I think so. Let's not even. Let's not go down that road. Can go very south. No, I think I totally agree with you guys, because it's so interesting at this space. I'm experiencing exactly the same things as you guys, where you want to be fully, like I was thinking the other day when we have our weddings, what amount it hasn't in the past. But she had
anniversary, 10-year anniversary.
10 year, but then she had a buffet. But we
that's
didn't
really, we didn't even practice.
No, we didn't.
Bring the
see, again, there was 4 tribes, so what were we following?
But how beautiful would it have been if you found a way to mesh all the 4 tribes together?
Yeah, we would have done that, but
experience.
you know, don't be 3 parties present first of all. So
I mean, just in the sense of like, when we're talking about embracing culture, so if everyone took the time to want to immerse themselves with where they come from, not for any tribalistic reasons, just for the sake of, these are my peoples,
this is what I bring, this is what I bring to
so I bring to the table, family wise. So I mean, it would have been so beautiful to have all 4.
But can African families really do that?
That's the problem. I feel like
that
because
generation,
we're not embracing each other.
I think with our generation it would be a lot easier. Because then we're not holding on to, we are willing to compromise. You know what I mean? Like, if conflicts come when to do with dowry, let's say with 2 different tribes, you know, like
how it goes down.
I think as our generation will be more likely to be, you know, accommodative than someone
I've
being.
honestly never even thought about. I'm like, where is that dowry situation?
You see, now that you see, you're already flexible, so I think it's a good thing.
So I always wonder, like, what's going on here? Why do we need to make this such a huge deal? Can we just move on? See, I love you, you love me. Let's just
close the chapter.
Wrap this up.
Can we elope?
Yeah,
that's what matters.
Someone asked me that question the other day, like, would your family be okay
with you eloping?
With me coming from this community, and I'd never even had to think about it. So it hit me, I was like, wait, this is actually
can you imagine how hard our parents had it?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. How hard our parents had it. It is. No, it's correct.
That was a hard life.
Yeah, so I guess I'm saying that my processing lately has been going forward. What can we incorporate? What can we do to actually? Because I don't want to go into the ground without knowing Taita. That's where I've reached. I know Kamba, I'm fine.
True. Even we should give you props.
Hey, you speak Walove. Can you?
I'm not the level of sing my mother.
And at least me I can hear. Like you can't sing me.
Okay. I'm not the level of OGs.
I'm acting surprised, like I don't know.
Yeah, but I think intentionality is learning Taita. Intentionality for me looks like making sure it's incorporated in my lifestyle. So that means my cooking. I need to be up with my spices. First of all,
shout out to us today.
Yes. Yeah.
Chicken biryani.
Yeah. Just we're not saying that that's full Taita culture, but
I know.
Let's come first.
Those two girls think they're making chicken biryani. No,
that is not chicken biryani. What was meant to be boiled for?
We're trying. I think that's what's important.
That's what. We're trying. We're taking steps, and I feel like bigger steps is even us going there. Continue to go there. Continue to go there.
Oh my gosh, no, that's important.
Building and doing stuff there. So I think.
Yeah. When was the last time you were in Taita?
Brenda? When we went, we were all Taita
together. But before that, like that's what brought us there.
Before that, was a funeral. My dad's funeral for me.
Okay, hers is bad. As we were there, but we didn't entertain. We were Voi.
You were 13, literally.
Yeah.
Let's just point that
12
out.
actually.
12.
Yeah.
So so I was asking you guys, like, what are some steps of intentionality do we want to take for getting to know our culture better? So I was saying that for me, that it's including it even in my daily. So things from cooking to just cooking, eventually things like in weddings, in functions. I don't know if I have access to a million aunties like everyone does, but
we'll
find them.
We'll know someone who knows someone
who'll know someone, and then I'm thinking that this is the time to be intentional about it and just truly embrace it. We don't know what else we'll find. Like I was even saying things like going there just for fun. It's still a thing.
Because that place is beautiful.
It's so beautiful. I feel like we've really explored our Kamba side quite enough.
And your Kikuyu side.
I feel like we've really explored that side a lot. And I think going forward, I think I'm going to make sure that my children know where their father comes from, where to equally.
Fortunately, we are relatives. We're going to make that a thing. Like it has to be equal. There's nothing for half here, half there, based on what reasons. But the reasons were valid, but we're just saying there could have been a way of navigating.
I wonder why our parents, like that generation, like wasn't intentional about passing on culture.
So they're still stuck on the mindset of their parents of like there's beef, tribes are this, tribes are that. So there's always that separation.
No, but even for cultures like
that's
where
the same tribe. Like it's the same tribe. So
like why they're not
like how many friends do you know who are fluent in their mother tongue, even those who are not half caste?
I don't think they probably just didn't think about how deep it was. Because like I asked my mom actually that like why didn't you try to teach me Taita? Because my mom actually speaks Taita. So I'm like, why didn't you try to? So she's like, it's just something I didn't even think about.
They didn't think it was important.
Your first language is English, you move on. You can communicate. Good.
Like Kiswahili,
you just learn it. I think I learned Swahili in school.
I think Kiswahili was before English for me. Sindio?
Kiswahili, yes. Nuru had Kiswahili before English.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Yeah.
The nannies.
Okay, sorry.
Nannies. Yeah. Lest she's come forward right now. This is a dynamic that I think is in every family, in every maybe a lot of sisterhoods, right?
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that there'll always be somebody behind us coming up. Always. And there's just value in being intentional about including them into the sisterhood, no matter what age. I think now we're old enough to know that there's a way you can include a 5-year-old, there's a way you can include a 10-year-old, there's a way you can include, you get what I'm saying? So that being said, we have a cousin who's behind us. Does that make sense? And she's now of age. She's now reached this.
She's ready to join the circle.
Exactly.
To be accepted.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh my God, just put her on the spot.
Yeah, she's just gonna be like,
I don't
really,
think
guys? Do you think she'll mind?
No.
Okay. We love you, Sarah. We
yes,
really
that's
do.
the point.
We are thinking about you.
We are.
And
you are our sister. Yes, you are our sister. So I was going to say that. What would we tell other people who are maybe experiencing this, or they are the outsider? Let's talk about the outsiders. We've all been in situations where we felt, I'm not in this sisterhood 100 because I feel like these guys have something I'm not included in. How do we address that dynamic?
I mean, there's some situations where honestly, if you're not clicking, you're just not. So just exit. Or just separate. Don't force issues.
True.
If there's a space where you feel like there's a chance here for, to build on a friendship, goes back again to what Kenya was saying. Talk about it.
Mm.
If you want to be included in things, you say it. Yeah, like guys, you guys have a plan. I want to come through as well. Yeah, so I think voice the fact that you want to be included, because people are not angels. You'll only be accepted as much as you try to communicate and allow yourself to also be in that space. Because if you hang back and wait for people to know, we should probably invite so and so, especially if they don't know you as much as you know. So I feel like it's also on you as the person who feels like you're outside to also show the intentionality of wanting to be part of this.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. I'd also add that learning the key to healthy conflict. We had a recent situation in our sisterhood where honestly we were laughing because it was
very heavy.
It was heavy.
Yeah.
It was heavy.
The kind of heavy where you don't talk for several months.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Yeah,
that was
so
so
bad.
Do you know how many times I just be there to, oh my god, I miss Brenda.
I
like
know,
this, I
man.
tell her like this. What I wanted to say is what I usually tell her, but like now I'm like I can't call her
because we're beefy.
Yeah.
Now when
now
you look back,
it's small.
we're just
we
in
could
our
have done,
fields.
yeah,
Exactly. So I wanted to
Women.
address conflict resolution, because I think in that moment we learned something so beautiful about conflict resolution, especially for our sisterhood, which I think we should share. And I think the big one was for us to figure out that imagine there'll be seasons where you won't understand each other. We are not all going to be in the same space. And everyone, if Brenda is having a heavy season, imagine Neema is having a heavy season. If Neema is having a heavy season, Nuru is having a heavy season. And sometimes in these spaces where we have, like for us, we have the younger one. Nuru, we're still calling her younger, but she's not younger. And this
this
younger
actually
one.
thought you were talking about
Sarah.
No, but
still the
in
younger
addition,
one.
she's still the younger one
Yeah.
now. But as in
Guy.
understanding that, okay, if Nuru is the one who has the drama, whether we enjoy in drama or
Rise
whether
above.
we rise above and we go to Nuru's rescue. And then if Nuru is, then if I'm not available, I know Brenda is going. And if I'm not available, if Brenda is not available, then I know I'm going.
Yeah.
And just looking out for Nuru. And then in the same way, Nuru then looks out for, okay, Neema and Brenda need me. How can I support and everything? And just learning that there will be seasons we won't only fully understand each other.
So generally
that's okay.
in friendships.
Exactly. You won't even know exactly how painful my season is. Doesn't make sense. I won't know the full extent to it. But for mine is to understand that, okay, Brenda was in a place, Nuru was in a place, Neema was in a place, and that's okay. We'll never come to terms with, okay, how heavy it was. What have you appreciated about this sisterhood, and what is it you appreciate about each one of us?
Oh, okay.
Like that. Does that make
Took a
sense?
while.
How did the English come
It
through?
has downloaded.
Hello.
Imefika.
Hello.
Nearly imefika.
Haya. Nuru Nezanza.
I clearly am being looked at. Okay.
Yeah.
One, what I appreciate about this sisterhood as a whole is the fact that I have such strong big sisters having my back and supporting me. You know what I mean? To have people who have gone through life before you and who can be like, I've got you. I feel like that's such a privilege. I don't know what it's like to be a firstborn. I'll never know what that's like. But in that sense, there's a sense of cushioning that this sisterhood brings, because I know if anybody roughs me up.
Hey.
Well,
These two.
not physically though. We
Yeah.
don't know how to.
Well,
Me I'm still calm. Me I'm still calm. Me I'm still calm.
no, my husband will do that one.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that
Mr.
one to
G.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm grateful that I have two big sisters who came before me and are there for me. For you, Neema, I think what I appreciate is how our relationship has blossomed over the years and the things that I've learned from you. I think you teach me so much. I can't even describe, like, you teach me so much, and there's so much that I've learned from you, and I'm happy that you've been able to take me through all the phases of
Yes.
what.
No, I thought you were gonna say I'm happy I've been able to move from being stuck up.
No, but grow through
Yes.
our
yes.
friendship.
Look
Like,
at you
we could have
saying it.
easily chosen
Yeah.
to be like, okay, you know what, we just don't get along. Like,
Yeah.
we just decided you'll be a
Yeah.
sister from afar.
Yeah.
But the fact
That's
that
what it is.
yeah,
Intentionality.
and in many ways, you being the first one, you've been the one who's had to be, you know, to make that
rise.
move and be like, okay, so what needs to happen for this friendship and this sisterhood to work? So I'm really happy that you've been able to navigate through all seasons of life. That's what I'm grateful for you for. For Brenda, I'm so grateful for loving me through, like, loving me unconditionally, for being there for me unconditionally. In my ratchet phase, in my nice phase, in all my phases, everything. When I could call you and tell you I murdered someone, that's not gonna happen.
She didn't murder anyone.
But yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would honestly not feel any hesitation like you'd judge me.
Yeah.
I'm really, really grateful for that because I never felt like I have to put on afro.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I know. We love you, Nuru.
Well,
We
thank
do
you.
love
I mean,
you.
I love you too.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
Waloshi, you.
For me, gosh, I mean, the sisterhood, generally, that's already saying enough. Like I said, having not grown up with siblings, there was like a, I guess I would say a voice.
Are you hearing that voice? Are you hearing that?
I'm not about to cry.
Oh my god, guys.
I look
Let me tell you,
I'm not
to
going to
give
cry.
a
though.
disclaimer.
If she wails, don't take
It's
it
okay.
personally.
Don't
It's
panic.
fine.
I'm not going to cry, guys. But no, I feel for me, just growing up as an only child, I've always known that I have sisters. For you, obviously, it came in later. But now, especially now when I'm older, of course, I now appreciate the value of sisterhood, generally. Just having people I know, I can always talk to you guys about whatever and anything. And nobody's going to judge me.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to shut me out.
Yeah.
Or, I love the freedom that we have.
We get
in our
each other.
sisters. We get each other. And
that's true.
I feel like that's not a very common occurrence, I would say. The fact that actually just came naturally. We've not had to try to get each other. It just flows. So I love that about our friendship and our sisterhood. Individually, this is where we might need some tissues. But I'll try and just, in general, for you, Nuru, I don't know, it's just having a friend within the sisterhood and just having someone to bounce ratchet conversation. Because the truth is,
it's a reality.
it's a reality. You're growing through things and you
Yeah.
want to be able to have people you can trust and talk to and discuss these kind of things. And someone who also has a sound mind. Like, just because you're younger, that's one thing I really appreciate about you. You're younger, but your age does not define your level of maturity. And that, so basically we can be able to sit down and communicate and talk through things and just feel like, there's someone I have a friend within this sisterhood. For you, Walsh, emotionally, you come through, like, you're a big sister to me, even though we're not that far apart. You are a big sister. You're very wise.
Let's put that in.
You're very wise, and your wisdom always just shines through. So I always know that whenever I need someone, I need to emotionally hold me down, I will always come to you. And I'm not gonna cry. Let's move on.
Oh, Lord.
I will literally end this because I'm feeling a katia. No,
Just
they make
like,
you
okay,
I'm struggling.
Let it
I love
out.
You.
Let it
I love you for that. Your wisdom, your warmth. Like, I always feel like I come and talk to you about whatever. Your guidance through, honestly, just trickles down to my emotional well-being with you. That's where I find my solace. And just your amazingness. Walove. You're both just such amazing humans. And I'm grateful that I have you as sisters. That's Thanksgiving season. It happened. Even though we're not Americans, I am grateful for my sisters.
We love you, Brenda.
I love you,
Yeah, it just felt like an AA. Oh,
me
it's so true. I love you.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know why I know
sentence.
that. I don't know why I know that though.
I only know my name is Steven. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for me, guys, I don't know. You guys are safe. You guys are my safe place, man. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm trying to describe it. Like, there's so many things that I don't say, I don't talk to, I don't say, or I don't explain. I feel like with you guys, I never have to explain myself. I am just I am. You guys allow me to be. So I really, really appreciate that. I think for me, a very important memory is, how many coast trips is that? But I think a big one was my 27th birthday. Why am I the one getting emotional? So, yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
This is very rare.
Okay.
Guys,
I'm not.
thank God
doing
this
that.
No,
been
if we
taken.
talk about it,
Oh,
hold
okay,
it in.
okay,
Let's
okay.
just.
You've actually helped me. Now I'm fine.
Dang!
No, I'm fine. No, I was just going to my 27th birthday. I remember feeling not so excited about 27. I don't know why. But I remember you guys really coming through for me. We spent the day together. Actually, this video evidence. Remember the video we took?
Oh, when we went to Mama Rocks.
Mama Rocks and ate
Oh,
and the
yeah.
burgers and stuff. So for me, that I think cemented the
Actually, in that video, you weren't even
I
looking
wasn't
amused.
present. I was
She
not
wasn't,
present. But yeah, I just remember feeling this is my safe place.
Yeah, me and Brenda, they're like, hey, oh my god.
We gave you that moment.
Yeah, you guys are my safe place.
We have to
Rashe.
we have to shikilia.
Yeah, so I don't know. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Always know that I am always will always be here for you. And I think about you in terms of I pray for you, and I think about like when I think of who needs you get like when I say I take my firstborn's role seriously, I do. It is for me. I don't even
love
front
that about you.
About
Yeah,
that.
This chick is just next
She's
level.
a real firstborn.
I know.
Cheer covering us.
Yeah,
Cover
so-
us in prayer is what we mean.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned that?
Yeah, I said it. I said at least we said that. Okay. Yeah, so I love you guys, and again, thank you so much for doing this episode with me. I pray, guys, whoever is watching, that if you have this similar sisterhood, I pray that this conversation will help you figure out what you need to do in your sisterhood, and how you can give, especially to those who are coming. So for us, I think that's what's important, is that we acknowledge that this sisterhood is important, and we acknowledge that more people coming. So ours is to bring more people into this. So remember, those who are behind you, or even those ahead of you, you might have forgotten.
What I wanted to repeat and reiterate again from what Gakenya said in the previous video, you should go watch that video if you haven't.
Episode 1.
So just in the spirit of sisterhood and friendships and whatever, even if you don't take anything from our personal story and journey, because that's what our journey is, I think it's so important that people need to learn to articulate their feelings within the constraints of your friendship. So whatever capacity you're in, just be able to express to your people where you're at, what you're feeling, because you will not be accepted by people, or rather you will not feel that inclusion if you're not genuinely yourself and expressing your emotions within your safe spaces. So I think for us also, it's just become what it is because we are each other's safe spaces. I don't know if that. So that's I feel like that's just such an important thing for all friendships to have. Especially if you say this person is my friend, then you need to have that safety of being. Is it this emotional because we are women though? Like, do guys do this also?
That's a good question. I don't.
Do they?
No.
Do you sit down and talk about your feelings? Like,
Hell.
this is what you mean to me. Exactly. Like,
You said hell.
yeah, that doesn't
No,
happen.
it doesn't have to be emotional. Like,
Depends.
Yeah, it doesn't. If it's not
Like,
emotional,
like,
yeah.
problem, huh?
like whatever
yeah, for
phases
sure.
you're going through
Yeah.
in
But
your
like,
lives.
there's some feelings we speak on.
Why
You
though?
go speak to your girlfriend or your wife.
Yeah, me I laugh at this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Like you think
So
what his issue is not something you can.
It is, but it's
This
fun.
guys,
Yeah.
like that's okay. This
It's
is
like
guys
a-
It's a guy thing.
Yeah.
So is that an important role for all the women in your life? Like you need to know that there's someone you can go mwaga your things,
The-
your
It plays a role, I
emotions
guess.
too.
Let me tell you, the person who the guy who the girlfriend or the wife knows is so different from the guy who his boys know.
That's so true.
Yes.
Word.
That's it.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I think we can end it there.
Yeah.
And guys, also, I think just to add to what Walove said in terms of if you share what you're feeling, then I grow. And if you share what you're feeling, then I grow. Then you deny me growth if you do not share what you're feeling.
True.
Yeah.
You deny me growth.
True.
So
That's
don't
okay.
deny
T-shirts.
people.
Hey, I know.
T-shirts.
Hey,
T-shirts.
hashtags and t-shirts, everything.
Yeah.
Yes, see you guys. See you next episode. Wait, see you finish for us in Taita.
Wow. Spotlight.
Yeah.
Everything suddenly just
And,
disappeared. I don't know. Do you want me to play it now? Because that's the only thing
I don't know.
know.
How do you say bye?
Divonani.
Hey!
Makongo. Nama.
Wait. Like that.
Kaunga.